Hello, welcome to another week. And boy, what a week do we have. I wore my big earrings for big energy this week. So just coming off of Sunday, we had we talked about on Holding Space Sunday or the moon read, um, all the energy coming in. Um, so the human going crazy. I think currently right now it went back into a black out phase. So um yeah, who knows if it like what that all actually means, but we can definitely the thing that I find funny is that like I said yesterday, there's definitely people pooping on like, oh, it's just a glitch and blah blah blah. But the funny part is that um, like we can feel it. I've talked to so many people that just some people felt it extremely physically and it wasn't super pleasant for them. Um, I've had people feel it emotionally, emotional wrecks this weekend. Um, I just felt it in the normal ways that I feel things with like, yeah, a little bit physically, um, all of it. I get a little bit of like emotional, I get all the things. It was big. It was big, huge, intense energy. So this week for the day by day, I did pick cards again. Actually, I think they're the exact same cards as last week, just because it's like working your light, the seven sacred uh, energies. So just feeling again, we're going to read around um, this intense energy coming in and ways that we can navigate through it to our best ability. This week we also have the solstice coming in. So whether that's winter or summer for you, um, depending on which hemisphere you're in, it no matter what, it is going to be a big portal day. It is going to bring in even more energy. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. Um, I can't remember if it comes in fully Wednesday or Thursday, but I will read that day in this reading. And then I'm going to try to do a separate solstice one. Um, yeah, because we can. Because we can. My ears are ringing, which means I haven't had any solar notifications, but yeah, the solar flares have been coming in again quite consistently at a medium class level like all weekend as well. So just keep taking care of yourself, keep grounded, keep connecting with nature. Sorry, keep up with your self care, water, sleep. I know sleep sometimes is a difficult one, um, but just something's like itching me. I got a hair. Anyway, okay. Let's see what the overall theme of this week is. What we need to be kind of looking for at the start here. Um, yeah, I really just feel like it's interesting because I mean, there's nothing coming through except that this is all new energy. Like I said, when I looked at that Schumann chart, I was like, I have never seen it do anything like that, like have patterns and things. Um, this whole time I've been following it. So, it's just that feeling of something's up. Change is coming. It is happening. Um, even in the even in 3D world, there's lots of movement going on underground and with certain, truths coming out, and this is not going to be a little minuscule blip on the radar. I think we're going into a full like discovery of things, disclosure, if you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. But these are the stepping stones that lead us through this ascension process. So, yeah, sometimes it's going to be absolutely terrifying, and sometimes it's going to be pure bliss. Um, it's just the energy that we have to navigate and work through. Yeah. So the theme we got the death card. Um, Death is never death when I'm reading cards anyway. But it is change, and it's change on a big scale. right? The thing I love about this card too is she does have the Dove of Peace above her head. She also has a really good halo. I'm not sure about the heart chakra. It looks like the sun at heart chakra. So it's just big changes. Let's read what it says. I surrender my ego and no longer let it rule my life. I have love, faith, and hope. It's, again, if you can do anything this week for yourself, hang on to love, to your faith, and have hope. Even when this crazy darkness is getting completely revealed in front of us, and it's like, it's one of those moments where you're either so disgusted or so terrified by whatever the emotion that comes up for you. Again, I said this on Sunday. Acknowledge it, look at it, be grateful for what you have, and then let that go. Let it die. It's time for it to be gone. So this whole process seems to be a lot about intention and what's coming in, and if we're going to let that stick and affect us, or if we're going to be like, hey, I no longer resonate with that. I wish it peace and love, and I send it on its way. It's all about learning to work this new energy. Um, we're back in we're back in school full time, everybody. This isn't this 3D school of life. This is the 3D ascension, heading up to 6, 7, and 8 way of life. It's a lot. Uh, can you believe we signed up for this? Yeah. Okay. We got the specialization card. This for me is always like, this is all about your gifts, whatever they are. Mine is certain intuitions about things. Yours might be sacred geometry. Yours might be, well, there's all the butterflies. Something, how we connect with nature. She's got her Merkaba around her energy field. Um, this is purely us learning what as this new energy comes in and upgrades us, which is what happened on the weekend with the Schumann, is we were getting upgrades. So you might have felt like crap during it, but the outcome is that you are now leveling up. So I said to a couple friends, like, test it out because you probably have some new ways you can feel it through intuition what's going on, and like it's opening the doors to this suppression that we've had, that we're just meek and small and can do nothing. This is opening us up to our true potential, our full energy, our full spiritual us. So that's intense as that happens. But just, start to look for the specialization. What is your specialization? We're all going to have, just like we all have different jobs and things down on this planet, we all have different energy jobs coming up. So I can't even describe what some of them might be for some of you because I don't have those same skills, but just be aware that, like, as with this comes in, it's going to be presenting us with new things and new ways of looking at things. So we just have to keep, again, integrating and allowing this energy to help us rise up. I know. I never would have thought it was going to be this hard. Like, it was just like, oh, I'll just all ascend and then la. It's like, no, you have to learn how to. It's like learning a whole new job. You have to learn every new piece of it before you get to just go la. Craziness. It's craziness, but it's fun. Again. All right, let's look at the portal card for the week and see where we're at. Okay, so we got 8 chakra. Interesting. Inner Earth, strength and security, laying foundations. Yeah, you know what, though, that pretty much fits in really well. So it is about, we're still here in this 3D reality of it, even though we're starting to like process light and ascend up to higher levels of thinking and being. But for right now, we're still here. So do stay grounded. Um, yeah, we have to lay the foundation, right? Before we build the house. If we build the house on it's just it's going to fall over at some point or it's not going to last. We need to build a solid foundation. So it seems weird that we're going through this ascension process, which means really going up. Um, but we're not building that house up fully yet. We have to lay our base work down here on this planet. So who knows what that actually looks like, but that's what we're being asked to do right now. So that I would say that's when your specialization comes in, and just starting to see where it is, like, because it might be whole new ways of doing things. Like I can say, go meditate on your intentions and this and that and the next thing. But if you're getting like this calling or your intuition is saying, you know what, I just need you for 5 minutes a day to sit under that tree and just connect in. You need to start listening to your intuition, and doing what you're told in terms of obviously check in and make sure it resonates and that it's of the light. Um, but this is all about us learning to use our own skills and gifts. That's how we lay the foundation, right? We'll all eventually come together to, like, it's like, it reminds me, I'm seeing like, I don't know, I was never, well, maybe I was there, who knows? But I'm seeing like an old, like a barn raising. So it's like, the farmer himself, herself, whatever, the family may have laid the foundation, and then all the friends came in to help like pull the ropes and pull the sides of the building up and put the roof on. So it's like getting yourself ready so that when the community comes in, we can all work together to raise this barn up. So that's what I feel is like really happening right now. Is like right now we're just focused on us learning our new skills and mastering those skills. I know it's totally. I wish I could help each and every one of us, but I don't know what your skills are. So it's like, but the work has to be done by you. Can't be done by me. I have to do me and work on me, and eventually we're gonna come together, raise this new earth energetically into place. And then what they always did after the barn was built is they had a damn party in it, and that's what we're gonna do, folks. We are gonna have a big old dance we did it, right? We did it. We're not there yet, and we know that, but that's okay. So let's take a look at the rest of this week and see day by day what's going on. And yeah, I feel like it's going to be a lot of work this week about what your skills are and how you manifest and get into uh, working your energy. All right, let's take a look. All right, looking at the energy of Monday. Yeah, it actually ended up being a weekend where I got to record all this at the same time. So this is all Sunday, and let's see. Interesting. What the week has to hold. Although I can even just feel it right now. We're still coming off that energy of Saturday with the moon and the whatever the Schumann was doing. Ooh, 2 cards. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So for whatever reason, I'm not quite getting a lot of info on this, but the card we got is It Is What It Is. It's a base root chakra card. So I think the interesting part though is if we look, say we're talking about third dimension, where we are right now, and it is what it is down here on Earth. There's lots of craziness going on. But this to me, you can see they're all portal cards. This is very much a Stargate in there. So yeah, 3D is gonna do what it does this week. Kick up its heels. It's kind of interesting too because it's kind of like we're really dark on one side, heading into the light. So yeah, it's almost like the sort of the words I'm getting is just don't force or push or pull anything. It's kind of like the advice that we, a little bit about withholding space is that it's not that we have to do a lot. We just have to let it be, and it's going to do what it's going to do. And we get to be, and we're going to do what we're going to do. And we know what we're going to do and how we're going to react to that outside world. We're going to let it do its thing. It's going to do it anyway. And we are just going to stay in our hearts. Um, the other card we got is the Pleiades card, which is double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. This for me is also the mission. It's the mission card. We came here for this time to do this thing. The really nice thing about in this card is, whatever the activity going on, I'm assuming this is Earth down here, is that we are up here. So right now, again, it is what it is. Just observe it. Come up here, observe what's happening. We'll get to the next pieces soon. So it's almost like we're just being asked, like, you don't have to involve yourself a whole lot in the melee of 3D right now. Watch it, observe it, keep up the things that help channel, that's this card, channel the light into the planet through us, so that it can make its changes because it needs that light. And as we carry that light and amplify that light, it doesn't all have to happen on Monday, but it's like we keep carrying the light and keep raising the frequency and the vibration and the dimension, or like however you want to word that. And that is the process of how we uplift and help humanity. So basically, keep doing what you're doing. Keep working your light. That's the big thing. We also got integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. For me, this is just goes right back to discernment, right? Again, as things come in, instead of like freaking out and about whatever it is what it is. It's going to be what it is. Let it be. Observe it. If it doesn't resonate, we let it go. This is our integrity right now. I think that's really what I'm feeling is it's like, it's not even that we're being asked to do anything. It's almost like we're being, I don't want to say tested because it's not a test of like, are you going to get the answer right or wrong? It's a test of you being able to use your specializations, your skills to go, nope to that, yes to that. That I'm going to put on the back burner for now. That sort of thing. Like really feeling into what that energy is and how it does work for you. So, we did, oh, now I'm picking up 3 cards. Oh, how did that happen? That was really weird. Oh, maybe there was 3 there. Anyway, we'll read them because they came out. So we also got the fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. Well, I say Mother Nature, but also Gaia. We're here to help in her ascension process, and ours coincides at the same time. The fairies card also is, again, the easiest way to observe and connect and really get to the bottom of what are my skills and my intentions moving forward is to be out in nature. So if you can do that this week, it's going to be helpful. We also got manifestation power. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. That's the other key piece that is so important right now is and it was part of that Gemini moon, but I didn't read it. Um, yeah, we have to still be discerning, but we have to be careful what we're saying about ourselves and about others because things are manifesting incredibly fast. So if we don't want to see a lot of pushback from other people, then we have to stop engaging in that pushback from other people and things like that, or letting it throw us off course. Or, and like I said, there's still going to be lots of spiritual attacks and things that try to distract you from this ascension process. At all costs, they do not want you to ascend. Um, so you have to take those things in stride, and also not even in stride. It's just like, you don't have any power here. We have to be incredibly on top of what we're manifesting right now. So Monday is about, well, it's a lot. I know we're already 7 minutes in just for Monday alone. It's just, honestly, it's the school. It's the school of specialization, learning our skills, learning what works for us, learning what's not working for us. It's like I said, it's not a test, it's a checklist. Like, nope, yes, maybe, I'll have to come back to that one. Yes, yes, yes. And then the no's, letting the no's go, right? We don't need to be asked that question a second and third and fourth time. We need to just answer it and then either go with it if it's a yes, and if not, kindly send it on its way and wish it well. That's Monday. Just a tiny bit of stuff to do, you guys. All right, let's look at Tuesday. Yeah, this is, again, every time I do a reading, sometimes I'm like, oh, that's totally what I expected. And sometimes it's like, this is not what I expected. But I know, I just feel like this week is a lot about not just discernment, but like really learning about ourselves and where we're headed. And not just even learning, it's like we have a good deal of work to do in this where it's up to us, right? The reason I say that is because I'll tell you the first card here. I'm dropping cards everywhere. There we go. Those jumped right out. All right. Oops. Tuesday, first card, the storyteller. Again, the pages are blank. You write this story. This is your story. Yeah, and it's that solar plexus, so it's about, our willpower, and it's not even about that in this case. It's about our story. It's about who we are at the core. Who are you? Who are you? That's the question for the ages, right? With this new energy, though, what we're telling you is that you get to be whoever you want from this point on. It's your story to write. But in getting this card, it's like, start writing the story. Start writing the story. We also got get grounded. So empaths, highly sensitives connect with nature. I feel like, again, sometimes when I do the Monday to Wednesday read and I just compact it all into one, I'm like, okay, that's good. Because sometimes when I do the individual days, it's just like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are all the same thing. Just keep hammering it at you so you do it. I just love that card, though. They look so peaceful. Get grounded. But this is the only way we tap in to write this story, is we have to be in a place of like, not bliss isn't the word, but a meditative state to really start to answer these questions of who am I and what do I want to see in my world. So take the time, go connect with nature, ask for the answers, do some writing, start to discover who you are. We also got again, like I said, it's just going to be a repeat of Monday. The first card we got is Shield Yourself. I think I talked about this with the moon read and holding space Sunday. Is it's important that we're doing our work right now and that we're not giving up, but we still have to put that layer of protection around ourselves energetically, because like I said, there are going to be attacks, right? Like I had an incident happen to me on Saturday. And I knew in that moment, especially the way it was like resonating in my body, and it wasn't just because of the moon or just because of the Schumans. I was getting like really angry, and it was an actual physical person creating an incident. But I also knew at a soul level that it was like a little bit of like that lower energy had taken control of this person and was trying to like push my buttons, and boy did they push my buttons. So it's like we need to like be doing this every day, every morning, whatever your process is before we go through our day. Shield your energy. There's many ways of doing that. You can do the full armor of God. You can just put yourself in a protective bubble. Um, this is Archangel Michael. He's your best uh, warrior of the light. Protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. Wrap yourself in that every morning before you take your first step out of bed. It stays there for the whole day. And even sometimes too at night. Like I've been doing protective shielding at night so that because I know while I'm sleeping, I'm still doing work. Um, so it's just really critical right now to like protect that energy. And if you feel like stuff is really getting to you and bringing you down, just call on Archangel Michael. That's what his sword is for. His sword cuts through those energetic cords and connections and breaks them, and then seals safety around you. So if he works for you, he's a good easy one to call on like that. And also you can just call on your guides and your higher self and ask to be put in protective light. It's just really critical right now because we are in this like the energy is of skirmish. It's a skirmish, right? It's like we're gonna like like we're trying to win this game. But well, we're gonna throw things in your path like a banana peel or like as you're running down the track, right? It's just that kind of mentality is going on right now. So we just have to, um, it's not, again, we don't say these things to frighten you, but it's just like they're trying to kick up the energy and they're going to do it in any way that distracts you. See, even I said, like, because I said this to someone the other day, even all the stuff going on in the outside world is meant like politics, really bad right now. Um, like, um, just even the way people are to each other. It's all really divisive and really bad right now. But it's trying to distract you from the ascension process. 100%. That's all it's doing. And so if we feed so much into that we're not doing our work, then they win again. They win again. And then you'll come back at the end of the week going, oh, I can't believe I fell for it again. I fell for it again. It's like, this is an inside job right now, and it's about protecting and preserving your own personal energy, space, and going through this ascension process. And that is your job. Everything else, it is what it is from Monday. Just let it be. We also got the law of attraction, which, again, manifestation is at an all-time high. Everything we're thinking, saying, doing, right? So that's the other thing. If I'm so immersed in all that outside BS, um, I'm not doing my work, right? It knows exactly how to, it's like, got her, I got her. And then it just attracts more and more of that. And you will see more and more incidences that make you pissed off and keep you over here. You need to be spending the time connecting with nature and saying, like, I want more of that, more nature, more love, more that energy. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of the energies. So again, it's also a piece of like, stop hanging on to those past patterns, and we just, this is our work right now. And it's funny because to me, it's not different than any of the work we've always been doing. It's just that we're kind of at a, I don't want to say, there's a bug in here. I don't want to say critical mass, but we are. It's at a point where it's like, you do have to do these things on your checklist every day. Protect your energy, manifestate. What are you manifesting? What are you writing for your story? What are your new gifts? Like, every single day, looking at all of those things. And that is all that our job is, not trying to fix the outside world. Because I said this in Holding Space Sunday, that's for the divine to fix. That is what the divine is fixing. That isn't our job. Our job is this soul right here. So work on this, and it ripples out, right? That was Monday's card, the double mission, uplifting humanity. You uplift humanity by being this centered, grounded, peaceful being that is working on their thing, their ascension, their process, their gifts, all of it. Told you this wasn't going to be a light week. It's funny though, because most of the stuff's pretty easy to do. It's just that we have to do it. That's Tuesday. All right, let's have a look at Wednesday. So, and then we'll see. I always like, we'll see if Thursday, Friday, Saturday is different than the beginning of the week. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. But that would seem like 5 days of really hard work. But we can do it, right? We can do it. Oh, these challenges. Wednesday is a little bit of a challenge day, too. These cards today are just like, they just throw two out right at the end. It's okay. Wednesday. Now, this card, when I get it, it's a powerful move. It's a chess game, right? And I think that's supposed to be the king. I don't play chess. I don't know. But it's got its wings, and it's sitting on top of the world. And it's got, I would say, the key, right, to the world. When I get this card, though, it always just reeks of outside world. So big information and big shift coming on Wednesday in the outside world. Now, we got to follow up with that. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So you've had 2 days now of really sitting in this new energy and light coming in. And then something's going to come along where it's like, oh, are you saying you're part of that crazy people? You're crazy? Oh, no, I'm not part of that. That's not going to fly anymore, everybody. If you want to be on this path, you got to be on this path. So do not go back to this way of like hiding or dimming ourselves to fit in. First of all, who wants to fit in? I don't. Not to their rules, not to that society. So, yeah, I'm sorry. The only thing I'm getting from this too is it's really interesting. She's covering both her eyes. So, what I'm immediately hearing is, this could be friends, this could be family, but there's still a lot of what we call cognitive dissonance going on. It's the la la la, that's not true. I'm not listening. I'm not looking because I don't want to admit it. So if those come up, I'm really suggesting, again, it's like we can't allow this anymore. We have to stop allowing ourselves to be diminished. So, in this world, there's still stuff going on. There's a degree of balance we have to find for ourselves. And again, if this isn't resonating with you and you're not ready to to do this, go back into your own protective energy and observe and wait it out. Um, for the rest of you, if you are we still have to stand up for things. We don't get to just sit back and go, well, that'll be taken care of by the universe. I did say that earlier, but we still have to, there's going to be moments we have to get up on our soapbox and we do have to say no to things. No, we will not do that on this planet anymore. No, we will not participate in that anymore. So it's just reminding us that but we do it with love. Let's do it with love. We stand up with love, but we have to say, no, I don't, that does not resonate with me anymore. I am fully into this shining my light, and that's what I'm going to do. Like it or leave it, people. Sorry, that was a little harsh, but whatever. Okay. Um, Interesting. And so we've got two cards here. Have you asked your angels for help with this? Your angels want to help you with the situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. Yeah, so if it's a situation, I'm really picking up that it's something that happens in the outside world. The situation happens to us through close family or friends who are still not awake, completely asleep. It's not our job to wake them up. But it's also our job not to be to kowtow again and be like, okay, I feel the same way. Because you don't. You don't feel the same way. You don't resonate with that anymore. It is standing up and showing who we are and not dimming our light. Um, Ask the angels. Just ask, if it's a certain person or situation, um, ask for, wait, how do you get resolution with that? It might very well be that the answer is walking away or, you know, those sorts of things. We just, you know, I feel like this week, the title of this video is going to be, It Is What It Is. It's we just let it be. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to change them. Just let it be. We also got singing and dancing. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. That's kind of funny. Yeah, maybe the solution just is don't engage with someone or the outside world. It could be that outside world thing too that's happening. And it sounds like just sticking your head in the sand. But if the energy isn't working for you and it's going to cause you a detriment to your process this week, just tune out the outside world, turn up your favorite song, and dance it out. I know that sounds super weird for me to say, but I sometimes just, yeah, ignore the world. It's not even ignoring it. It's just tune out that frequency because it is trying to trip us up, trip. Um, what else is on there? Movement. Movement is the big word. Um, yeah, just get out and move. Just be go for a walk. Oh my God. Yeah. I can't remember who said that. Someone I follow. They were just when it gets all too much, just whatever. Get up, go for a walk. Don't sit on your keyboard and keep attacking people online or letting them attack you or whatever we're engaging in. Just shut it down and go for a walk. 10 minutes, whatever. Observe the birds, observe the weather, observe the leaves on the trees, and just shut it down. Shut down that lower shit. Don't let it dim your light. Go shine your light. And if you can't shine your light, just go walk it off. Walk it off. Seriously. Or dance, whatever. Dancing's more fun if you can't get outside for whatever reason. Put on your favorite song. All right, that's Wednesday. Looking at Thursday. Interesting week. Aren't they all interesting weeks now? So yeah, so Thursday, I always forget. I feel like solstice is always the 21st. But for whatever reason, when I thought about doing a read for one of these 2 days, Wednesday or Thursday, it just feels more like Thursday. It's sort of more the energy. And I guess that depends on where it comes in the time and the space that you are residing. Um, but I'm going to read Thursday here, kind of like it for the solstice. And then, yeah, I'll probably be releasing a solstice. Did I just see a flashing light? I don't know. um, I'll probably be releasing a solstice video then on Thursday night. With kind of like we do the moon, a card read, some kind of meditation, as long as I can get it all together by then. All right. Yeah, see, now the energy of the week is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was a lot of like checks and balances and making sure we're doing our work and that we're protected, um, learning about our new skills, that sort of thing. Now it kind of feels like we're heading into a little bit lighter for the rest of the week for solstice. So that's great. We could use that. We don't want to do a full 5 days of heavy duty like work. We just got great big love. The heart with the light and the wings. It's a heart chakra card, shocker. Um, yeah, we're just moving into this very amazing vibration energy of love. So finally kicking in and understanding. And I'm getting the feeling that this is not just like on an individual level, right? This is a mass thing for everyone. Because you have to remember too, with everything that happened with the Schumann and things like that, depending on where you are in this journey, um, that woke up a lot of people on the weekend. And I suspect through this portal um, of solstice that that's the whole purpose of it, is that it's another mass awakening point. So I'm just going to do a portal card, seeing as we're talking about solstice, but I'm going to do a whole video on this anyways, but I just feel like I need to do this. Yeah, okay. So we got two cards about what this portal is all about. And like I said, this is, you've probably done most of some of this work already. So you might be doing still little pieces of it, but this is about everybody else starting to come around. The first one we got is Memories of Atlantis. Spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. Um, People are starting to wake up, but what we're waking up to is what we truly are, or were, or have been in the past, present, and future. So, yeah, it's just it's just coming up that this gateway is a major shift again in consciousness, but that this time it's other people opening their eyes, blinking them open. If you've been watching this for a while, you've had your eyes open for a while. Yes, we still learn new things and new ways of doing things like that. Our schooling isn't done. Um, but part of the fact that you're pre-initiated into this is that it means that your purpose is to help others as they start to awaken, right? So this reading is just saying, okay, it's time. It's time. I hope you spent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of looking at things, getting your ducks in a row, checking your checklist, because now we're going to wake up another 100,000 souls in your area. and like, and could you help out with that? We also got that it's karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story, the storyteller, live your truth. don't dim to fit in. So that just kind of summed up the portal for solstice is just like summing up what we just read. It's just time for us. It's go time. It's been go time for like a couple weeks now, but it's like really hammering it home that hey, you came here to do a job and now it's time. Here we go. Because the other card we got for Thursday is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing to true north, your true north. So again, it's about living our truth, going on this energetic path, not listening to the naysayers and the poo-pooers and all of that, because guess what? They're doing it like those. Usually when you're getting the poo-poos, it's because um, they're trying to cut you down and stop you from your journey. But no, no, no. Keep walking, keep going. Just face palm them. Like seriously, get out of my way. Because the last card we got for Thursday is Earth Angel. You are a light worker. You have come to Earth to teach about love. That is, I'm going to leave Thursday because that needs no explanation. All right, light workers, it's time to get to work. All right, Friday, what do you have in store for us? Ooh, that one doesn't. Gotta go get it. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So Friday we got a burst of magic. Um in basically it's the enlightenment card. It's part like it's an enlightenment card, right? It's our in our pure energy. Whenever the lotus is fully open, our intuition is fully in. Um so it's just looking for those moments of around of of the magic in it all. Um We got the transformation card. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So, yeah, that's interesting. So, also recognizing that because I a lot with that Schumann blast, um, it really was, and I don't know, like scientifically, again, people will poop on this. Um, we're upgrading our DNA, for lack of a better description. Yeah, you go out and ask any scientist about that, and they're going to tell you that I am absolutely crazy. But that's what's happening. So just again, it's maybe go back and do the integration meditation from the moon and holding space Sunday because um, part of transitioning transformation or going through this transformation, you really need to be allowing your cells to absorb and change, right? If we're like in fear or panic, um, or, and I get in that moment when it feels like you're about to die, that like there's sometimes cannot circumvent that, um, that feeling, but knowing that at the deepest level you're okay and what is actually happening to you is that you're healing and transforming into a more light body. So I know we can't physically see this stuff. Um, Sometimes in this physical body, it actually feels like shit going through this. It doesn't feel good at all. Um, and it does make us think something's really wrong with me. So it's about doing your best to breathe through it and just knowing and having that faith that you are going to be okay and that this is actually for your highest good. It's not a bad thing. I feel like with this coming up too is that so maybe on Friday it almost feels like there might be another like kind of anomaly, like with the Schumann resonance or something, where another blast of light is coming in. This one though, like because it's this soft lotus and magic, the word magic, um, it actually might feel like awesome to go through whatever shift comes. We got two cards again. This deck today likes two cards. We got third eye chakra, so intuition is popping up. But here's the key part of this. It is safe. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all its forms, whatever that is, angels, auras, visions, um, or just having intuitive feelings about it. You are safe. I'm going to just say go back. If you didn't do the meditation, the 5-minute meditation with Holding Space Sunday and the Moon Read, it really focuses on that we're safe and we're safe in this energy, and it's safe to integrate it into our body and to let ourselves be transformed. This is for the good, even though in that moment it doesn't feel like that. The second card we got is vegetarian or vegan. Uh, Basically, what I just want to say about that is this just goes back to the self-care piece as we do this transformation. It's going to be easier to move into a light body if you are a light body. So if you're weighing yourself down with a lot of heavy food, drink, etc., it lowers your frequency, um, and B, well, your life force energy. So this says fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So it's not saying go out and become a vegan, and stop eating meat or any of that kind of stuff. It's just like as we head into the weekend, let's be really cautious and protective of our energy by not overloading it with stuff. It's the 3D way to overload it with stuff, right? It's what we do, right? I do it all the time. I'm not the best eater. I drink a little bit, like all of these things, right? But I know ultimately. So what that also tells me, and we'll see what the read for Saturday says, is that there's more energy coming in. So if you don't want to feel like caca poo poo going through it, try to lighten everything up just a bit. It's kind of like go on a little bit of a cleanse for the weekend, or or just take better care of yourself, so that as this energy moves through, it's not as harsh and hard. Because it's not meant to be harsh and hard, but you know, it's funny. I've got the radio song in my head, a Radiohead song. You do it to yourself, and that's what really hurts. I know. I'm singing it to myself because yeah, I'm notoriously awesome for lowering my frequency. Like, so I have no one to blame but myself when I go through those things. But if you can take a piece of advice, um, it might just be better to, as we head into the weekend, to lighten up everything. Don't be so laden down with the heavy things. All right, that's Friday. All right. Try and flip over the cards from last time before. I usually do that before I hit start, but I didn't. And I'm just going to go with it. Okay, let's look at Saturday. I'm debating whether I do. No, I'll try to do Holding Space Sunday. Hopefully, it doesn't look like it, but the weather's hopefully improving soon. I really do want to just lighten things up and do Holding Space Sunday outside. Do that song series. It's just something lighter, just lighter. We don't need to be heavy. Things are heavy enough right now. Like they really are. So let's lighten up a bit all together this weekend. So yeah, maybe on Sunday, because I also feel like we're heading into uh, rainbow season, like legit rainbow season. Um, and so I'm the first song I'm looking at is um, what is it actually called? The Rainbow Connection. Almost forgot that. Anyway, That's for Sunday. Let's look at Saturday. So we got bearing fruit. That's an interesting one. It's a root chakra. Oh no, it's not root chakra, is it? Maybe it is. Anyway, regardless. Um, by Saturday, all your hard work, we are starting to see some results from. So don't panic. Yeah, and just things are growing and changing, and it's amazing and it's cool, and we just need to take that into our heart. It's so funny because it looks like there's a being at the base of this tree, but it's kind of a fractal, so it's incredibly hard to see if it's an actual animal or just wings. Anyway, all I get from it though, there is the butterfly in there, so we've gone through some big transformation, lots of changes, but we're starting to bear fruit and understand, uh, understand what's really going on. So we also got birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yeah, I mean, this is the goal of what we've been doing. It's the storyteller card too, right? It's like we still have to do the work around what we want it to look like, what we are bringing, what is bearing fruit, uh, all of that. So we also got clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So yeah, it's kind of funny because it's just that last little bit of like as you're like seeing the fruits of your labor from the week, there still might be those niggly little bits of things that are still tripping you up. Not a lot. I feel like it's just like, but it's the same as the rest of the week. It's like make sure you haven't stopped doing your work of surrounding yourself in light and protecting yourself. And then if anything is comes at you that is lower, that you've made sure you've actually cleared it. Don't just leave it up to chance or fate. It's like, hey, no, that doesn't resonate with me. I wish you love and light, and off you go. That's the simplest intention of clearing things. It sounds like trivial and like it wouldn't work, but we're past the point, and you are at an energetic point where that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do is just say, it's the stand up and say, no, no, that does not resonate with my frequency anymore. I ask you to kindly move along. You are not of the light. You must kindly move along. And again, anything lower can't stick around. As soon as you say that, it's like the energy and they can't. They just can't. So, or smudge yourself or whatever you need to do, but just be like, nope, sorry. I need to be as clear as possible because I'm doing my work. So that takes us through to Saturday. Let's sum up the week, and then, like I said, hopefully everything coming together nicely. We'll start the summer song series for Holding Space Sunday. Let's sum up this week. All right, let's sum up this week. We'll start with our tarot. My moon tide. It needs to be charged up. All right. What is the overall end of this week? The world. I am one with God. Yay. Look at that light. And look at the connection to the divine and earth. Love it. I am one with God. Perfect. Leave it there, but we don't. Let's take a look at the other cards. Yeah. Ooh, two. Yeah, okay. So, preservation. For me, this card is always, we're going through the cycles, right? Dark to light. death to life. We're birthing the new. It's just, we are in this process. The preservation word is just us keeping um, our wits through it, or not losing ourselves and through this process. It's just a process. The other card we got is connection. So again, just really flowering and connecting into this new divine energy that we are being asked to. We're not even being asked. We are a part of it. I am one with God. We are this energy that is coming into this earth. Where it's not, there's no separation. That's where we've always been tripped up before in this world. That has always been the human fault, if you will, is that we always were told and uh, inculturated to believe that we were separate from God, which is absolutely bullshit and has never been true. We've always been one and the same. We are the energy. We're the exact same energy as God. Yeah. Solar light. Oops, look, it won't focus. Solar light upgrade. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. Um, Anytime I get these solar cards, though, again, more energy is probably coming in by the end of the week. But this is to really just connection to the fact that we are this same light. We're not separate. We're not, we need to be upgraded because we don't remember that we are a part of it. But the light coming in is coming in to tell us we are part of this. We are part of the light. We are original light workers. We came here to do this job, right? We came to increase the light and to show other people that they are the light too. Every single one. And this is the thing when we talk about, it's like right now when we talk about this whole duality thing, or, that there's lighter and darker energies. Every energy, every soul on this planet, whether regardless of what they've done on this planet, because you have to remember that in past lives you've probably been a shit or a bad person. You can't escape that. So everybody gets the chance. Everybody gets one chance to. It's I don't mean to be all biblical, but it's repenting. You get the choice. You get the one question. Are you going to come to the light, or are you going to stay where you are? Everybody's free will choice. They get to choose. But what I'm saying to you is that choice point is coming. The question of all time is coming. Do you want to stay, or do you want to go into the light? Do you want to return to your true nature as light? Right? So even the baddest of baddies on this planet gets that option. A lot of the times, though, if your energy is so low frequency, you will not pick that, because first of all, if you're that low, you won't survive the frequency. Anyway, that's a whole other video. So I also wanted to do, I originally wanted to read this over the week. We also got the card of surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. Crap, I talked to a few people that felt like that over the weekend. Ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. It's about, we don't want to let go of our ego totally. It has a bit of a usefulness here on this planet a little bit. But just, again, surrender to the universe. It knows it does know what it's doing. We still have to do our work, right? We still have to keep our protection, do all those things, work with the light, not against it, right? So, but surrender to the universe. It knows what's to do. It knows what to do. And it makes it easier if we're not putting on the brakes every 5 minutes. So that is the week. It's quite a week. I hope that you have a good one. Like I said, I am going to try to put something together for solstice see how that goes. Hope, fingers crossed. And yeah, uh, go back and do that meditation from the moon reading if you feel so inclined. If you really feel like you need to integrate this energy a little easier, um, it I think it'll help. I hope it'll help. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this week. And we'll see you again, weather willing, or for Holding Space Sunday. Hopefully, we get to do a live and outside would be my preference. So, all right, take care of yourselves this week, and we will see you uh, sometime soon. Have a good solstice. Take care of yourselves. I love you.